everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, welcome. So today we are in Willow Creek, which is a base game world, and I am building a 2-story small family home. And I kind of got inspiration for this build from the new Love Struck expansion pack that we got recently, and I've been wanting to really build in the new world, but for some reason my game will not let me into that world. Like, it keeps going white screened, and I've tried deleting my mods, disabling my mods, I've tried everything, and it still won't work. So if you have any idea of what it might be or any help, please let me know in the comments down below. But getting into this build, I've decided to do it for a newlywed couple. I figured maybe they had been dating for a while and they finally sat down, discussed what they want out of life, and they decided to get married and move into this home right here. So on the bottom floor, the first floor, there is the kitchen, living room, and dining room. And off of the kitchen, in the floor plan, I did reference a floor plan off of Rolo's floor plans on Instagram. I will link them down in the description box down below if you want to visit their Instagram page and get some reference from them. But in the floor plan, that was originally the master bedroom. I decided to scratch that idea and make it into a laundry room. There is a full bath and there is a little pet area because I figured they have a dog. So I made a little pet area in there as well. So that is on the first floor. In the second floor, there is 2 bedrooms, a tiny office area, and a full bathroom up there as well. So since they've discussed, what they want out of life, they want to start eventually expanding and having some kids. The second bedroom upstairs, right now I made it into a spare bedroom, but there is some baby items up there. Maybe they are already starting to buy items, or they've been handed down some items. So that room is a spare bedroom, but there is some baby items in there for when they do eventually have a baby. So outside in the backyard, there is a pool area, and I did end up doing a small shed, and off of that is a little tiny platform for a barbecue pit for a little grilling area. So working on the outside of the house right here, I absolutely love this blue color with the white windows. I don't know, I'm just drawn to this blue color, so I decided to go with that. It's just a base game wallpaper, and then I did some brick for the chimney and going around with some landscaping. I do use tool mod a lot in this build. It is from Twisted Mexi, so if you haven't visited her website, she has all kinds of mods and stuff for The Sims, so definitely go check it out. But outside in the front yard, there is just a sitting table out here, and then a walkway and a driveway that goes all the way back to the shed area. So I was thinking that maybe they are moving their stuff back and forth from, maybe they lived in an apartment before or a smaller home. So I did add a truck in the driveway, and I do go back toward the end of the video and add some items into the bed of the truck. I just used move objects and raise some items up there. I thought it was a really cool idea to add, and it's just, like I said, if they were going back and forth moving, there's items in the bed of the truck. So there is that, and just going around with some more landscaping. I'm using these rocks from the Horse Ranch expansion pack. I love outlining my walkways or driveways with these rocks. They're just so simple and pretty, so add those there. As far as landscaping goes, I use pretty much, as always, the same bushes and plants all throughout the house. There isn't really much landscaping in the backyard, and as far as the front yard goes, this is all I do. I don't add much, but yeah, just going around with some landscaping. And the new pack, the Love Struck pack, I've said this before, I'm not big on gameplay at all, but that pack really makes me want to try to do some gameplay. It just looks so fun, and the build by catalog, there are so many pretty items in there. I do use a lot of the plants in this house are from that pack, so you will see me use those. But yeah, working on the little shed area right here, going around with this picket fence. This is my new favorite fence also. It is from I'm not sure what pack that's from, but it's just so simple, so I decided to use that there. And then this is a little patio with the grill and a trash can. I just used a half wall to line up with the fence, because if I would have used the fence on the platform, it wouldn't have lined up and it just kind of looked funny. So I just used a half wall and added some brick to it. And yeah, the back patio, pretty small. I guess it's decent size for this house, but I don't add anything out there. I do add a table and some chairs in the backyard, so there is a little sitting area out there. But yeah, as far as landscaping goes, that's pretty much it. Just adding these bushes around the little shed. And I do forget to decorate the shed when I do the first story. So toward the end of the video, I do come back down and decorate the shed and the bed of the truck. So make sure you stick around so you can see that. There's not much in the shed. There is a little workout bench for the husband or the wife if she chooses to work out, and then some garden supplies in there. I wanted originally to make it like a little hangout spot, like with a TV and, a little mini fridge or whatever, kind of like a man cave, but I decided to scratch that idea. But yeah, going around, this fan right here is from the new expansion pack. I thought it was really cool. My father-in-law has a fan outside by his barbecue pit, so when he goes to light the fire, he blows the fan on it to get it going. But I thought that was kind of cute there, so I added that, and then adding some landscaping around the pool. As you guys know, with the new recent update that we got, we did get rounded pools, but I just felt like it didn't match, I don't know, with the house, I guess, because the house is so boxy. So I just decided to use this shaped pool. I thought it was pretty cute. And then the trim for the pool is also from the new pack that we got. So I added that there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I recently stated that I was working on a save file for Newcrest, which is another base game world. But I was kind of getting tired of doing that, and I wanted to switch it up. So I did end up moving to Willow Creek, which is this world right here. And I want to kind of start going around trying to rebuild this world as well. So yeah, I thought maybe, my Newcrest save file is more kind of like modern style homes. So I figured Willow Creek would be more like the traditional style homes and things like that. So I am hoping to start a save file for that. So I will try to make a playlist and link all the videos relating to this build and the upcoming build, so you can kind of reference back to those. But yeah, just some more landscaping. I add these little things of grass. They're from Cottage Living. I use those in a lot of my builds just to give it a little more detail. But moving on to the inside of the house, the part that you just see me add that wall, that big room was originally the master bedroom, but like I said, I just decided to switch it up and give them a laundry room and a little pet area, and then a bathroom downstairs, because my recent videos, I don't know why, but I have not been adding bathrooms downstairs, and that just makes no sense. So I wanted to put a bathroom down here, so I just figured just to kind of bump it off of the laundry area. So going around picking some wallpaper. This is a base game wallpaper, and the floor I think is from Island Living. And then these cabinets right here, I have never used these cabinets in a build before, but I thought they were so simple, and the swatches of them are just so simple and pretty, so I decided to use those, going around kind of mixing up the different shapes of the counters or the cabinets to make it a little something different. So I do end up adding an archway, you will see in a minute, leading into the laundry room, but they do have a separate dining room, obviously, which is right behind the kitchen, but I wanted to add an island in here just because I didn't want to leave it like an open floor plan. You could add counters to it. I'm not sure if the Sims would have a hard time getting to the stools just because it's kind of close to that other cabinet, but if you download this and play it, it is on the gallery. You can add stools there, or whatever you like. But as far as clutter goes and decorations and things go in this house, like I said, they are moving in, so I do add a few pieces of decorations and clutter throughout the house, but there are a lot of boxes and just things that look like they've been packed up sitting around the house. One of the cabinets you will see me decorate in just a second has a few boxes, and then there's like coffee mugs and a salt and pepper shaker. I just feel like the wife is off work, she's over here, she's slowly starting to unpack some of their things, so there are some items that are out, but the majority of the items I just figured they were still in boxes. So yeah, just going around decorating the cabinets with just a few items. I'm trying to get away from how I normally do kitchens and the build style that I've been doing, so trying to switch it up for you guys. I know the same thing gets kind of boring over and over again and it just gets not interested, but I am slowly working on trying to come out of my comfort zone just a little bit. So I feel like redoing Willow Creek and doing like traditional style homes and things like that, it'll kind of push me out of that comfort zone. So hopefully, but yeah, that was all for the kitchen. I think I do go back in and add some boxes to the counters, but I can't remember. But moving on to the little dining room area, I do end up using the table and chairs from the cats and dogs. I just figured maybe a family member, or they bought it, you know, at a garage sale or something. They just got it for cheap, so it's nothing fancy, but they like it, so you know, they bought it and put it in their house. But for the dining room, there's just a table right here off to the side, kind of by the front door. I do add a plant, this little stool, I add a lamp and a picture, and I think another plant. But yeah, I also add a shelf beside the front door also, just to kind of give, you know, some more space, some more clutter, I guess. But I do end up adding this plant from the new expansion pack. It's just so simple and pretty. I add it down here, and then I also add it upstairs in the little, I don't know, common area, I guess, but you will see me do that a little later. So adding this plant and another picture, and then this is where I start going in with the boxes. Add them everywhere, it seems like, but some of these boxes are open. There's like puzzles and records and just all the things I feel like they look like objects that are being moved. But moving on to the living room, I do use this couch from Cats and Dogs, I do believe, again, and the chairs from the Basement Treasures kit that we got, and it's the swatch that it's not all like scratched up and looks old, so it's just a white plain furniture. They don't really have a lot of money, I guess. I don't know, this house comes out to be in 73,000 simoleons, so I don't really think, I mean, it is kind of expensive, but it's nothing too fancy. But they're trying to save their money back up, so they have just regular looking furniture, I guess. Nothing too fancy, I guess what I'm trying to say. But behind the couch over here, I add this picture frame. This plant right here is my new favorite plant. It is from the new pack. So simple and so pretty. So I add two of those there. I do add a little running rug behind the couch leading out to the back door, and then add some more boxes into the living room. I do think at the end of the video, I do come back down here and add some more clutter. I don't think I got it on camera, so definitely make sure you stick around for the final screenshot so you can see that. But moving on to the downstairs full bathroom, I just added a stand-up shower in here and a sink and a toilet and called it a day. It's definitely nothing fancy. It's just a simple bathroom. And then off into the other room outside of it is the little pet area. I figured they have a dog named Lucky. He is kind of a bigger dog, but I add food bowl, water bowl, there's a toy box, and adding this little calendar up here because if you're anything like me, I have to have a calendar with stuff written on it because I feel like sometimes I am so scatterbrained and just forget a whole bunch of stuff. So I figured that might be the calendar just for the dog, like his vet appointments, or if they have scheduled play dates, who really knows. So I added that over there, and then the laundry room part, it's just a washer and dryer and then some shelves from laundry day. Went with this red swatch. I don't ever use this red swatch, but I figured, switch it up and add it. So added that there, and then a little pet bed and a little toy box for Lucky, and then some toys in his bed. But that is all for downstairs. Moving upstairs, I do start off in this bathroom. Shower tub combo as always. I wanted to use the other more modern looking shower because I use it in every build, but I wanted to do something different and kind of come out of my comfort zone. So I did use this base game shower tub combo and just cluttering these cabinets up some. This is from the Everyday Clutter Kit. And add a plant because when in doubt, always add a plant. A plant or a lamp or a mirror. I feel like those probably would work in any area that needed a little clutter. But adding this little laundry basket over here. And that is all for this bathroom. Moving on to this little tiny office area. I wanted to give the Sims something extra that they can do. They do have the workout equipment in the little shed area, but they can build a lot of skills on the computer also. So adding a computer and this little bookshelf. This, in the floor plan also, this was another bathroom, but I just didn't feel like you needed two bathrooms this close together. But, I mean, if you want to, I'd make it another bathroom, but I just made it a little office area for them, so they can go in and get on the computer. So, moving on to this room over here, this is the guest bedroom, and I did kind of change the floor plan up a little, but this is the guest bedroom. There is the little TV stand from Tiny Living. I do add that in here, but these are the few baby items for their future Lord, I can't talk, y'all. For their future child, a bassinet, a little table, the little box of random newborn items, and a little pillow. And I add a mirror in here also, and I think a plant. But, once they have the baby, they will eventually turn this room into the baby's room. And also the laundry room downstairs, if you play a family in this home, if they want to have more than one child, you can always renovate, I guess, the house, close off the laundry room area and move the parents downstairs to make that the big bedroom, and then you can make their old bedroom into 2 or 3 rooms depending on how big you want it, to give you more space if you wanted a bigger family in here. I just, like I said, wanted to add a laundry room, so yeah, we have just this 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom house, but it could really be like a 3 or 4 bedroom house. So moving on to the parents' room, I do use a bed from the Cats and Dogs pack, this little blue and I guess brown and beige swatch. I do pair it with these tables from the Horse Ranch expansion pack, and I used Tool Mod to size them down just a little bit because of the space. They kind of were bumping into the bed. But yeah, the dresser and the TV stand also are from Cats and Dogs as well. I decided to keep kind of 1 pack in here, I guess. I do add a chair in here from the Horse Ranch expansion pack, which you will see in just a second, but I did add these wedding certificates on the wall just for them, just something for them to look at if times get hard, or you never know, a marriage is hard, but they can look at this and just kind of remember what it's all about. But this is the dresser, and I add a mirror and these plants from the new pack. But yeah, also add these little luggage cases over here. They just look open with clothes, they're moving in, like I said. So I thought that was something cool to add there. And then I add a rug in here, and I try to do a little seating area, which you will see in just a second. But I do add all of the boxes and clutter over there because they're unpacking, and I didn't want it all out in the middle of the floor. When in real life, moving is, a pain. I've only moved a couple times. Luckily it was I didn't have a lot of stuff, but when I moved in, when me and my husband got our house and moved in, I feel like I brought all the junk. So something I need to do is go through and declutter my house. Something about spring cleaning, even though it's late, not spring cleaning, summer cleaning, even though it is kind of late in the summer, but you know, who knows, maybe I'll get around to it. But this is a little seating area. I add these piles of canvases over here because I figured maybe they wanted to hang these up in their room, but for now they're just sitting there. And then I add a rug over here and a lamp. And for the parents' room, that is all. I do go in and add a little basket of blankets to the side of the dresser, which you will see here. I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. Cottage Living also has a very cute blanket basket, but I just decided to use this one right here. So moving out into the hallway area, I just added another little table with some more clutter, of course, and I add a pet bed over here for the dog, something extra for the dog over here, and it takes up some space. So added that there, and then adding this plant here. This plant's from the For Rent expansion pack. That pack also has a lot of pretty plants. So if you're anything like me and like plants, definitely these two kits, the new Love Struck and the For Rent pack, have some really pretty plants. But yeah, added a lamp and a plant in that little area, and then over here I just add some more clutter, of course. Clutter. Yeah, they're just, like I've said 50,000 times, they're just moving in. So yeah, I just wanted to add a lot of boxes and stuff. Maybe they have a lot of stuff. I mean, who really knows? Maybe some of these boxes are empty and they just haven't taken them to the garbage yet. But moving on to the truck, I just used Move Objects and I raised some items up into the truck. There is a barbecue pit just to make it look like they were, you know, back and forth actively moving. Thought this was a super cool idea to do, so added that. And then in the shed area, like I said, I just add this workout bench and then some garden supplies in case they want to start a garden. I also add this bike that I forgot all about, so they can ride a bike and all that good stuff. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and as always, if you're not, please consider subscribing to the channel. It has helps me out so much, and leave a like and comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye y'all.